surgery that I had done a couple of weeks ago. And I'm trying to trying to rest a little bit. But what I thought as I was going through the process was, wouldn't it be good to kind of explain the foods that I am eating now that are anti-inflammatory that actually help heal or promote the healing process? Not only is it good for those who are trying to recuperate from an injury, but these are the kind of foods that if you are eating these as a lifestyle diet, they help to fight inflammation, which helps slows down aging, which will actually keep you healthier and feeling better, more energized. So I thought, why not kind of give a little talk on why these foods are so good and so healing. So first of all, eating a healthy diet post-surgery is part of the healing process, right? We know that we should be taking our medications, following doctor's law orders, not overstressing ourselves, which means sleeping well. All of those things are important. But did you know that actually what you're eating can help speed up or hinder that healing process? And I'm going to talk to you about what will help in that process. It'll help promote faster healing. These foods prevent swelling, bruising, inflammation, right? They help minimize some of the digestive disruption that can come from the medications, especially antibiotics that you might be taking. So preventing constipation is a big part of their job. But basically giving you more energy, helping you utilize the nutrients to help you heal quicker and get back to your normal routine. So let's get started, shall we? So one of the first foods that I wanted to present today is good old chicken soup. I know, you think of it as a wives' tale or, what your mother always said, but believe it or not, protein and proteins that can be found in foods like chicken, specifically chicken and turkey, are very good to help rebuild the collagen in your body. Collagen is the matrix that helps our skin heal. It is also, if you're not healing, helps keep our skin young and supple. So we want to be looking at getting protein, especially post-surgery, because there's more demand for protein because it is used as a building block for the body to help heal. So turkey and chicken specifically have amino acids that are good for that, but don't limit yourself just to animal meats. Think also too about plant-based protein sources such as quinoa or chia. Cooked vegetables are also a source. Eggs, which is animal-based, but also a really good sense of very easily absorbable protein for our body. So first thing I look to, let's get in some protein into that diet. Another thing that I'm making sure that I add into my diet is a lot of cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables such as kale or Swiss chard. Here's some kale, some Swiss chard. I've got some collard greens here. All kohlrabi, also very good. These all have a compound in them called sulforaphane, which is actually very good. It helps promote healthy cell function. It's actually anti-inflammatory, which helps with the healing process and helps actually to ward off infection. So if we're healing, we really want to try to stay healthy and keep infection at bay. So it helps with skin healing then, and actually can help, some studies show, minimize scarring. So make sure you're getting in a lot of those cruciferous vegetables. Some other examples might be broccoli or cauliflower, very easily added into your diet, very easily gotten at the grocery store, right? Cruciferous vegetables are also very high in a vitamin K. Now, vitamin K is good with clotting. You have to be careful if you're taking any medications afterwards about taking too much of that. But vitamin K in general is very good as a clotting factor for our blood. They're also very high in vitamin C and vitamin A. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. But keep that in mind that these all contain green leafy vegetables are probably the most nutrient dense vegetable foods that we can eat, which means it has the most nutrition for us, vitamins, minerals, all the things that we need of all the foods that we eat. So I've been trying to get in a lot of salads, say, as well. You can cook up the kale. You can do a quick saute with those Swiss chard leaves. So keep that in mind. All very good. And thank you to my good friend Leslie for bringing over some of her homegrown rutabaga. I'm sorry, I said rutabaga, kohlrabi. Looking forward to roasting that one up. Nice buttery flavor. Okay, so I'm getting my protein in from my chicken soup. I'm getting in my greens through my salads and my cruciferous vegetables, all really important for the healing process. They also contain folate, a B vitamin. B vitamins are also very good for energizing our cells. So anything with B vitamins in it is a good thing to be taking in. And again, not just if you're healing, but day to day. When we are even feeling good, it'll energize us and have us feeling better. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was I mentioned vitamin C, right? So vitamin C that is found in things like lemons, also in fruits, tomatoes, also a very good source of vitamin C, and pineapple. Vitamin C is an antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation, so very important for that. And it needs to be present in order for us to produce that collagen. Remember, I talked about that collagen that's so good for helping mend the skin, heal the skin, but also keep our skin nice and supple. So I'm making sure that I'm getting in a good amount of lemons. I've got some beautiful tomatoes here from my CSA, some plums that are in season, delicious. Pluots are my new favorite, but also my little baby tomatoes. And I mentioned the vitamin C that you can find in pineapple. Pineapple has something else that's very good for us, whether we're healing or not. It is bromelain, which is a type of enzyme that helps digest proteins. So remember, we want to have more protein in our diet, and the bromelain will help us assimilate and make those building blocks in the body to help healing. So I'm also including pineapple in some of my diets, some of my meals, I should say, as I'm going through. Next thing is fiber. So how do we get fiber? Why do we want fiber? Fiber is great because it is a prebiotic for our microbiome. Now, especially if you're taking any antibiotics or anything that will kill off any kind of bacteria, that antibiotic is actually killing off all of the bacteria that are in our body. It's not selective as to whether that bacteria is beneficial or it's harmful. What we want to do is replenish our microbiome, our healthy bacteria. One of the ways we can do that is by adding in more fiber. So one way we can do that is adding in beans. And you can see this does not look like a bean, does it? It's actually some hummus. I love my hummus. And if I'm eating that with my vegetables that have vitamin C and vitamin A, which I'll mention later on, in it, even better. So hummus is a good source of getting any kind of bean. So even if they're canned beans, this is good. So I have lentils here and I have black beans as well that I will be adding into dishes. Nothing like a 7-bean soup, right? That you can add in as well. So I'm always trying to find different ways to add in more fiber. One of the things every now and then that I will do, and I add it to my breakfast, is I will add in whole psyllium which is actually psyllium is what's the main ingredient in Metamucil, but it's natural and it doesn't have any chemicals, coloring, or flavorings in it. So I will add that. I'll sprinkle that over my oatmeal in the morning, which is also a fabulous source of digestible protein, fibers that help with that microbiome. So 2 things to think about to get some more fiber in. Another very fiber-filled fruit, actually, the avocado, is the avocado. Avocados, very high in omega-3 fatty acids, which are very important for helping us heal as well. It's actually, omega-3s are very important in the initial healing phases of a wound, but very high in omega-3 fatty acids, very high in fiber, as I said, vitamins and minerals. So I'm definitely including this, to top my salads, especially. It's a very good addition. Let's see, just get back to magnesium. Also high, back to my beans. They're also high in magnesium. And magnesium also is important factor for wound healing. So as you can see, like these foods have all these important factors that come in. So I don't want to concentrate on just one. I want to get a variety in. Beans are also a good source of zinc. Zinc has an important role in wound healing. It helps build proteins, and it's involved in boosting the immune system in general. So I want to be able to get some foods that have zinc in it. Another high source of zinc, pumpkin seeds. So I love to add in raw pumpkin seeds, maybe on top of my oatmeal in the morning. I sprinkle them into salads. Sometimes I just grab a few as a snack. All good. And another important thing is, remember I mentioned probiotics and that microbiome. Fiber helps with that as a prebiotic, right? So it's feeding the microbiome. But I want to replenish those microbes that might have been killed off by taking antibiotics. Other things that kill off the microbiome might be processed foods, high sugary diets, chemicals in our environment can also affect the makeup of our microbiome. So we constantly want to be feeding our body foods that create a healthy microbiome and kill off the pathogens that might be in there. One way to do that is through fermented foods. So before I went to the hospital, I made up some sauerkrauts. So you can see I have a red sauerkraut here that actually has beets in it, and a regular sauerkraut with some caraway seeds in it. So I'll just add like a teaspoon or a tablespoon or so to the side of my plate, or add it in, mix it into a salad as I'm doing that, knowing that I'm adding in some healthy probiotics, natural probiotics. The other thing I'm doing is I'm also getting back to taking my probiotic every day. So that's another little thing just to add to that. But very important to get in those fermented foods. The other thing that with sauerkraut, it is a cruciferous. It's made from cabbage, which is a cruciferous vegetable. Remember, I said it has that sulforaphane, which is important for wound healing. It's also very high in vitamin C, which is also very important for building that collagen. It's does that have fiber? It also has fiber in it from the cruciferous as well. So that's a good thing as well. Win-win. All right. And you just note that, if you're not used to having a diet high in fiber, go slow, because sometimes you can overdo it and that can cause digestive problems in and of itself. Vitamin A, which is found in sweet potatoes. So I am making sure that I'm adding in some sweet potatoes into my diet. Vitamin A, the sweet potatoes contain a precursor to vitamin A, which is beta carotene. And vitamin A is needed to stimulate skin cell turnover, right? So for healing, That's a good thing. But also, we want it to turn over. We want to slough off the dead skin and show our glowing skin underneath. So vitamin A found in orange foods. So things like cantaloupe or apricots, green leafy vegetables actually have vitamin A in it. So something I'm adding in are those sweet potatoes. Another thing that is very important, eggs. So eggs, I don't add the eggs to my diet because I have sensitivity to them. However, if you do not, eggs are wonderful. They have an easily assimilated protein for us, so we can get a lot of the amino acids that we need for proteins. It is also very rich in vitamin D and folate. It also is a source of vitamin K2, which is very helpful with bone growth. And for me, right now, I'm meshing some bones together. So that's going to be really important, getting in some of that vitamin K. I will probably, I haven't started taking it yet, but probably get back to taking my vitamin K2 supplement in the M7 form. So I think that I pretty much covered most things. Remember, as an anti-inflammatory diet, we want to get in those antioxidants that I forgot to mention found in berries. That was one really important point that I forgot to mention. So I'm adding in a lot of my fruits and colorful vegetables because they contain antioxidants. Antioxidants are a normal byproduct of cellular metabolism, but after surgery, we need even more of those antioxidants. Our body can produce antioxidants. However, it is more important for us because our body is fighting so hard to heal itself to get in as many helpful antioxidants as possible. You can find that in your fruits and vegetables. Berries are great for this because they also contain vitamins and minerals and fiber. All right. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind the darker the fruit or vegetable, the more of those antioxidants that they contain. So I think I've gone through a lot of the basics. We're talking about fiber, cruciferous vegetables that have that sulforaphane. We're talking about antioxidants, vitamin C, vitamin A. I forgot to mention vitamin E, which is also really important for skin healing. All of these things are a part of a normal anti-inflammatory diet, but which are so important right now while we're healing. Okay, if you have any questions, just leave a question in the comments section and I will get back to you. But until then, I'm going to be healing up here. I hope if you're healing where you are, that everything goes smoothly. And hopefully I will see everyone back next week. All right, take care for now. Eat healthy, eat anti-inflammatory for a longer, healthier life.